Hi everyone, it's Lisa, another edition of my Finding Fabulous Lessons from the Lake, as I talk about some of these ahas and insights that I'm having here on this path of mine, designing this career and life of my dreams and looking for my version of fabulous. Today I wanted to talk to you about a conversation I had with a friend of mine the other day who was asking for some advice about making a major career change. He wanted to, he mentioned that he was desperate to find his version of fabulous, and he was debating whether or not this new career choice was going to do it for him. Now, I would be a huge hypocrite if I didn't recognize the value of big major changes and career transformations. As you know, I made a major career transformation myself a few years ago, and I talk about it often and provide advice and counsel to others that were looking for the same thing. But this morning, as I was sitting actually in those Adirondack chairs back there, doing some journaling, I started to think about the value in looking around at what actually is in my life now. I have just recently, the reason this came up to me is I recently just rearranged the furniture on my deck. It sounds really funny. It's not, you can sort of see it there. I've got a little conversation pit, and I'm actually sitting on a table here that overlooks my view to the lake. And I didn't make major changes. I didn't buy anything new. I didn't get rid of anything. I literally just rearranged what I already had. And as I was sitting there appreciating the new view from that chair and really, appreciating the new flow of energy space on my deck, I started to wonder if, we could find more fabulous just by rearranging things that are already in our life. We don't always need to make big major decisions. Now, like I said, I think some of the biggest major decisions I made in my life have led me to learn a lot. And yet often I come around, and maybe you've watched some of my videos and probably realize that I find these life lessons with these little minor changes in my mindset that I'm making. And so similarly as just moving furniture around in my deck and making my deck that much more useful to me and more fabulous for me, I started to think about the ways that I could make little changes with things that are already in my life. I think about, the times that I figured out that working out for me was best done in the morning, that I used to struggle to try to fit a workout in after work when I was already exhausted. And all I had to do was switch the time of day that I actually did that. And I think about some of the other decisions I'm making as I go forward, and a lot of times it's just the little tiny mind shifts that I'm making, whether it's even deciding to do videos like this on the ad hoc, not setting them up, not writing the scripts, literally hitting record and just speaking, and how much easier and how much more enjoyable that was than sitting down and trying to decide I'm going to make a video and I have to script it out and do all this work. It's exactly the same end result perhaps, but the path to getting there was just a little shift in mindset, a shift in the way that I was doing something. Very similar to the way I just shifted the furniture on my deck. And so despite the fact that I think my friend could maybe bring a lot of new fabulous things into his life by accepting a new job, I do think that on this journey of finding fabulous, some of the most fabulous things that I have come across have been tiny shifts in perception, in the way I do things, in just even moving things around in my schedule, in my agenda. And I think there's a lot of valuable fabulousness to be found in rearranging what we already have in our lives. So I don't know if that resonates with you. Perhaps there's something right now in your life that could just be that much more fabulous with just a shift. And so that's the lesson for today, and I'm going to throw it out to you as you go down your path of finding fabulous, to look around and see if your life could use a little bit of a makeover that might even be easier and right in front of you with all the resources you need. Consider that for today as you go forward and enjoy your version of fabulous.